An early to mid 1800s wooden Native American bowl. As a collector, I once in a while come across a piece that just makes me kind of go, wow. And the piece I'm about to share with you, gave me one of those wow moments. The item? A hand-carved wooden bowl, which I believe dates to the early 1800s. The story has it that this is a Native American piece, which makes it all the more exciting and interesting for me. I have a deep passion for Native American relics and antiquities. I acquired the bowl from my friend Barry Gill Alburg. Here is a man who avidly searches for relics. His main device is using his metal detector. But of course, this wooden bowl was not found with in that manner. If the story surrounding the bowl is true, and I would say it was made by the Chippewa Indians, who were very much present at Saginaw, Michigan at that early time, I would further place the bowl after 1822, when Fort Saginaw broke up due to illness caused by the horrendous swamp here and hordes of disease-carrying mosquitoes. So I could be wrong. It could be prior to that, but this is my feeling. I am not sure of the type of wood, but it is very lightweight. Age has provided the piece with a rich amber patina, and the inner surface is covered with marks from the use over the years and a crack. While it is nicely carved, piece, the irregularities in it add to its charm. For example, the rim. The rim is quite uneven, to be sure. And this bowl measures about 11.5 inches across at one point and 10.5 at another, giving the bowl a very slightly oval shape. The bowl is about 4 inches deep. In a closer inspection, I would guess that this might be pine or possibly a balsa-type wood. The lumbering heyday in Michigan was from the mid-1800s to about 1900. Saginaw was the lumbering capital of the world then, and historically, it is interesting to have a wooden piece from before that lumbering rush, a piece whose raw materials hail from the vast virgin pine forests that were Michigan. This piece is special for many reasons, but at the top of the list is the rarity of wooden artifacts. Unlike the stone relics, which I have dug up unchanged from when they were made, wood, unless it is specially cared for, does not stand the test of time very well. It decomposes, of course. What I'm about to tell you is off the subject just a little bit, yet it kind of fits. I have only heard of one find of an ancient wooden artifact that was in the ground, and that find was made by Matt Davis of Oscoda, Michigan. Matt told me that he and a friend were doing some digging in a swampy area that lay between Oscoda and Tawas, and he claimed that they pulled from the muck several wooden arrows or arrow shafts with stone points still attached. He no longer had them, but what a rare and spectacular find that would have been. But back to the discussion at hand. Many years ago now, a dear friend who has now passed, Jerry Wagner, replicated many of the wooden artifacts using tools just as they would have, or the Native Americans would have used them before contact with the Europeans and the neighborhood went to hell. Anyways, his work was really quite amazing, as was he. To the point, though, is that the ancient dwellers of the forest here, surrounded by the Great Lakes, made great daily used utensils from wood. Jerry was able to replicate them because the writings of early explorers, including the Jesuits, gave awesome word pictures of the wooden vessels that were being used up to the time that the first Europeans arrived here. After that, the Europeans traded metal goods to replace the wood, and in a very short time, the Native Americans grew very fond of the white man's goods, leaving behind a way of life that had been here for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. And yes, the white Europeans came in, and as I said, the neighborhood went to hell, so to speak. The wooden bowl I obtained from Gill is a significant reminder that even though the Indians lived in the so-called Stone Age, they also used many materials, including wood.